On the plane, a woman wearing sunglasses boarded quietly. As the doors closed and the plane began to take off, she dozed off. But in her deep sleep, her sunglasses accidentally slipped off. A little girl sitting next to her noticed and quickly picked them up. The woman suddenly sensed something was off. Her eyes were now exposed. Turning toward the girl, she saw her trying to look cool by wearing the sunglasses. The woman tensed for a moment, but then smiled and gently asked the girl to return them. The girl shook her head. No. Suddenly, the woman's expression froze. Not because she was mad at the girl, but because through her exposed eyes, she saw something. Something dark. She collapsed in fear, trembling, then slowly tried to gather herself. But as she looked around the cabin, she saw everyone. The entire cabin was full of them. She sprinted to the door, slamming her fists on it, begging to be let off. Everyone thought she was insane. The flight attendants warned her that if she kept it up, they'd call security. She didn't care. She said she'd rather be arrested than stay on that plane. Eventually, the plane had to make an emergency stop just for her. As she was escorted off, she kept screaming, telling everyone to get off the plane. Moments later, the little girl handed the sunglasses to the authorities, telling them to give them back to the nice lady. She didn't understand, but that woman, she wasn't crazy, she was cursed. Ever since she was 3 years old, her father gave her her first pair of glasses, not for sight, but to shield her from what she could see. Through her eyes, the world was full of shadows, lurking, watching. Despite her desperate warnings, the plane took off as scheduled. She knew everyone on that flight was doomed. Not long after, the news broke. The plane had crashed. There were no survivors. The woman, meanwhile, was taken in by police as a suspect. She kept crying, saying she did nothing wrong, but the officers couldn't understand. How did she know the plane would go down? A junior officer overheard this. It reminded her of something strange. One time at a bubble tea shop, she saw the same woman wearing sunglasses at work. Her supervisor had even told her to take them off, said they interfered with customer service. But under the sunglasses was another pair of sunglasses. The woman was clearly uncomfortable but had no choice. She approached a man and asked for his order. He kept trying to make eye contact with her. Remember this, it'll be important later. Just then, out of the corner of her eye, she noticed a shadow behind a young man. She turned to look. It was her ex-boyfriend, and the girl beside him was his new girlfriend. She handed the man his drink and tried to walk away, but he called her out, accusing her of causing drama. He didn't let her speak. Annoyed, he walked out. Not 2 steps later, a speeding car came out of nowhere, slammed into him. The scene was gruesome. People rushed outside in horror, but the woman just stood there, completely calm, like she knew it was going to happen.